Hello and welcome to the Racky's Beer Reviews over in the cake room today because it's blooming freezing outside. Today I'm reviewing from Urban Chicken. This is a beer that first showed up at the Robin Hood Beer Festival in October. We're now in December. And it's called a Wind It Up. It's a Choc chip cookie dough ice cream porter, 4.8%. And there you go. If you can just see that. I can't get it any closer because the ring shines up on it. The ring of light. Yes. Yeah. I was just thinking about rings for a second, but there you go. So I got it yesterday from the Urban Chicken Tap Takeover. I got one of each of the beers because I've not reviewed them before. And I'm trying to do beer reviews at home so that beer reviews are they should be. A raggy beer review is probably a bit more in depth, bit of talking, bit of, it can flow in many directions and tangents as well. So yeah, solid beer. I love the fact it's choc chip cookie dough. Now, if you go to a pub and this is on, and I was telling people in the Burnt Pig this yesterday, they were asked when I was at the bar. And someone said before me, says, "Oh, can I have the choc chip?" And I just turned around to him and says, if you're getting that, mate, get yourself another pint beforehand. Drink the other pint, then have that. Let it breathe, let the air get to it, let it warm up, and it develops. The flavour bursts, really does. Especially how warm it was in there yesterday. That flavour, which is why on the second batch of beer reviews that I'm doing in the beer room, this is the third beer. So, although I'm feeling it now, to be fair. But, so I've just poured it into the glass. Should have got it on camera, to be fair, but there we go. A little bit of a whitehead going off. It is a lively beer. So yesterday they were decanting it at times just so that it won't take too long. So it's a good beer. Right, cheers. Looking forward to this. Of all the reviews, even though I preferred the 6% out of a lot of yesterday's beers, this is the beer that I love a dark beer. And I love the fact that Darren does beers of all different styles. I'd like to see some of the older beers come back. The brown ale that made it to the, I think it was the 2020, was it last year? 2022? It's the beer festival. Sure it was, or it might have even been 2021. Because I think that was when the beer reviewers came down and we all drank it, and that was one of our beers of the beer festival. So, and that's people who don't know, I mean, for me, I know Urban Chicken Ale. So you kind of got, a bond in some ways. But for them who don't know and don't know any history, don't really know the brewery, to come and them to say, wow, that's one of my favourite beers. That to me spoke highly of how good the local breweries around us in Nottingham and Derbyshire are. And I've said this many, many times on many, many beer reviews, we are very lucky. I am very lucky to be sitting where I am in the part of the world, looking at my lovely neighbours. Love them to bits. Well, them ones anyway. Yeah, no. Them ones I'm all right with. That one I'm really all right with. Them I'm all right with. Him is a miserable bugger. Who got a parcel lost and then left a note on his door saying, "Do not deliver parcels to the neighbours." And it's like, you absolute tosser, Yeah. But he's still a nice bloke. He's quiet until he has a drink and turns his TV up too loud. Been a couple of times where we've knocked on his door at 1 o'clock in the morning, and it's like, if you answer this door, you're going to get such a bollocking. And maybe more if my son had got hold of him that night. God dear. We've had to swap bedrooms because someone had lynched him. Whereas I'm slightly more, can hold it to a point at least. So, just give it time to breathe, which is the initial You know, other people have done their beer reviews and sat back in the dining room now and thinking, I've done my beer review. That's it, I'm done. I've only just started, kid. Let's crack on. So the chopped chip element is plainly evidenced on the aroma now. This, now if I'm talking directly to Mr. Urban Chicken Ale, this needs to go into a can. This is a can beer for me. Absolutely, all day long, a can beer. A beer that will, and mini keg. I mean, me personally, I'd love to see more Urban Chicken Ale cans and mini kegs. I do think they'd sell, either through adventure beer or even talking to some. I think there's a markup though, and I did speak to people about this. That obviously, when you sell to, this is why I suppose this is why, you know, selling direct is a lot better than selling through somebody else, because you have to sell to them at a price that they sell. So you actually, the profit margins are less, and obviously there's not a lot of profit in beer at the moment as it is, because of certain things. If you put your beer too high, no one's buying it anyway, you know. And I understand that, because when a third of a beer is £7, I'm thinking I'm not paying that. You know, it's just too much. Can't afford it. Yeah, £7. It's like an investment. Never mind a drink. I know it's only 4.8%, but I tell you what, if that was 11%, oh my gosh, we need a stronger version. Because Raggy said, yeah. But yeah, that is extremely nice. Gotta be honest. Choc chip cookie dough ice cream porter. I think it was, anyway. Let me just make sure I ain't got it wrong. Yeah, you can taste the vanilla from the ice cream. 4.8%. I tell you what, that on cask, 11%. Or in can, yeah, can. But yeah, bloody amazing. Absolutely. So at 5 all day long, and I do mean all day long, we are talking a good 4.65. Yeah. I actually give it a bigger score than the West Coast IPA. Because it's warmed up, the flavours are flowing. Oh, drink warm, appreciate the flavour and aroma. And that's it. Thank you for watching. See you soon.